Please settle down. We will start the event in a few minutes. Yes. Please rise for the doxology, to be followed by the Philippine National Anthem to be led by the CU Singers, Manila. Please be seated. University Convocation 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our host, Dr. Ramil Cuerdo.
Thank you very much, sir, for that generous introduction. Of course, good afternoon to our dear CEU community. And for this afternoon, we are being joined by the three campuses of CEU, namely the Manila, Makati, and Malolos campuses. And we are having this afternoon, of course, our annual University Convocation 2023 with the theme Engaging Higher Education Institutions in the Promotion of Health and Wellness Post Pandemic. Of course, we have this convocation in celebration of the 116th birth anniversary of an outstanding educator and visionary, our inspiring foundress, Doña Librada Avelino. And of course, this event has been made possible through the hard work and efforts of the CEU Presidential Committee for Culture and the Arts. And so now to deliver her opening remarks, please join me in welcoming the University President and Chief Academic Officer, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Maria Cristina D. Padolina.
A good and healthy afternoon to each one of you, not just you present here in this auditorium, but all those who are joining us online in our two other campuses in Makati and in Malolos, as well as those who are joining us through social media networks, because we are live on FB, I believe, and also perhaps YouTube. And special greetings to our speaker this afternoon, Dr. Enrique Tayag. Thank you very much for giving us some of your precious time, Dr. Tayag. Good afternoon also to the members of our Administrative Council and to the deans and heads of various units in the university, our dear students and our faculty. A little correction on what was previously announced and what is in your program. This university convocation was started as part of our celebration of the founding of Centro Escolar University, which we mark on June 3 of every year. This being the day in 1907 that classes were first held in Centro Escolar de Señoritas, the progenitor of our mahal naming pamantasan. It is still that, although we no longer hold the university convocation around June 3, because the opening of the school year has been moved. It is now October, but the spirit of a celebration of the opening of classes remains. The spirit is stronger, as a matter of fact, because this school year is the year for the grand opening of school campuses, not just in CEU, but all over the country for on-site classes. No more HDC, the Health Declaration clearance, to enter the school premises. Our Student Activity Center is vibrant again. The queue in front of the cashier is back, and so it is in the food kiosks around our campus. The World Health Organization has lifted the global emergency status for COVID-19, and our government followed suit for the Philippines. The pandemic has not been officially declared to be over, but the bugle call for transition to post pandemic times has been sounded. We clamored for booster shots against the COVID 19 virus. I submit that in preparation for post pandemic times, we also need boosters. We needed boosters to help maintain our bodily protection from severe occurrence of the dreaded disease. This time, we need boosters to awaken our body and spirit, but I submit not to revive the pre pandemic times, not to return to normal times, but to navigate and make better a world permanently altered by the coronavirus. The unprecedented health crisis that hit the whole world is still fresh in our memories, and the remnants of its presence are still in our midst. But despite all the uncertainties that gripped our world and our lives during those dark times, I am positive that one way or another, we were mostly transformed for the better. As the poet laureate Amanda Gorman wrote in her poem New Day's Lyric, and I quote, that though we weren't ready for this, we were readied by it. During the pandemic, I urged the CEU community to write their experiences during the health crisis, particularly focusing on their learnings as they dealt with the unwanted guest or the unseen enemy, so to speak. Most enthusiastic in their responses to our call for chronicles were the students who submitted essays, short stories, poems, photojournals and albums, blogs, original song or rap compositions, video productions, and TikTok, as well as those who posted their feelings on social media. One story that stands out is the story of a student whose grandparents both tested positive for COVID 19. The parents took turns taking care of them, while the children divided household chores among themselves. Their parents did work from home, the children studied online. The family prayed hard as they never did before for the elderly family members' healing. They also drew strength from their Lola's positive attitude, who said, as she woke up each day, as I open my eyes every morning and feel my heart beating, I know God is listening to our prayers. They endured together the pain of seeing their grandfather struggle for his life. Eventually, their Lolo was confined in the hospital and passed away. The parents asked permission from the owners of a vacant lot in their subdivision to use it to plant vegetables and raise chickens as well. Planting vegetables and raising chicken made the family much closer and happier. They were excited when they harvested petchay, okra, tomatoes, eggplants, among others, and shared the bounty with their neighbors. Their physical health was boosted with their exposure to the sun and the exercise while tending to their garden. Their mental health was boosted by caring for one another and by the kindness they showed others. Their hope for recovery from the pandemic was further boosted by adapting to work and study from home. Their spiritual health was boosted by accepting their weakness and admitting in prayer that God's grace is sufficient and his power is made perfect in their weakness. The experience of this student of ours echoes the experience of the CEU community during the pandemic. The resilience we exhibited in dealing with a virus that we couldn't see, but whose presence was evident, came from coming together to address the challenges we encountered while keeping the faith in God, whom we could also not see, but whose presence was evident in the quality of the service we continued to provide to our students. Like the family of our student, our CEU family valiantly marched on with our corporate life journey. Now that we transition to the so-called post-pandemic times, the call continues for booster shots with the so-called updated COVID-19 vaccines. More than an updated vaccine, however, is our need for upgraded also resilience and resolve to boost our adaptability to a post-pandemic world not yet fully revealed. It is not fully revealed because it is a world we are called on to create. I would like to thank the CEU Presidential Committee on Culture and the Arts for choosing a very relevant and timely theme for this year's convocation. Thank you to our speaker for accepting our invitation to deliver some boosters for our community. Boosters against more of the same attitude, spirit boosters to reshape the world for the better. One of our students, in the reflection he submitted, said, and I quote, "Being on our knees with hands clasped in prayer is a good place to be during these dark times," unquote. Being on our knees is preparation for standing tall. Standing with our outstretched hands to receive God's grace is a good place to be as we emerge into the light. As a community that came together during the dark times, we shall continue to stay together to face the light. Salamat sa Panginoon, salamat sa ating mahal na pamantasan.
Thank you very much, Dr. Padolina. And now to keep the festive mood running here in the Librada Avelino Auditorium, to showcase the ever-vibrant Escolarian talent, let us all welcome with a big hand the CEU Folk Dance Troupe.
Ay kung man matansya ang hangganan ng buhay, sabihin na natin may 70 taon ako nangangalahati. Nangangalahati na ako. Natagpuan ko na rin ang hinanap kong buhay. At dyan sa piling mo lang ito mabubuo, nangangalahati. Nangangalahati lang ako. Dating bihira, ngayon'y pangkaraniwan. At di ko na batid ang pagpapula. May kaisang dibdib ang dating pira-piraso. Halos puno lagi ang baso ng mundo. Sa kalagitnaan ng bawat pag-uwi, napapangiti ako sa aking pananabik, nangangalahati. Nangangalahati na ako. Naabot ko na rin ang hangarin sa buhay. At dyan sa piling mo lang ako nabubuo, nangangalahati. Nangangalahati lang ako. Dating bihira, ngayon'y pangkaraniwan. At di ko na batid ang pagkukulang. May kaisang dibdib, ang dating pira-piraso, halos puno lagi ang baso ng mundo. Dating bihira, ngayon'y pangkaraniwan. At di ko na batid ang pagkukulang. May kaisang dibdib, ang dating pira-piraso, halos puno lagi ang baso ng mundo, nangangalahati. 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 Nangangalahati lang ako.
Thank you very much for the excellent performance, CEU Folk Dance Troupe. And now to introduce our esteemed convocation speaker this afternoon, let us call on the head of the University Health Services Department, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Rosario Donaline L. Manigbas.
Good afternoon. I have the honor to introduce to you our guest speaker, whose numerous credentials covering long years of training and experience makes him a well-respected authority in the promotion of health and wellness. He had his pre-medical course, Bachelor of Science in Biology, from the University of the Philippines, Diliman, and proceeded to complete his Doctor of Medicine degree from the University of the East, Ramon Magsaysay Memorial Medical Center, or UERM. He had his residency training or specialization in infectious diseases at the San Lazaro Hospital, after which he completed the Field Epidemiology Training Program at the Department of Health and the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, or the CDC. This was followed by several other trainings, such as Management for International Public Health from the Emory University in Atlanta, USA, Health Policy Analysis from the University of the Philippines, Project Development from the Asian Institute of Management, Human Resource Development from the Ateneo Business School, and the Executive Course on Strengthening Human Resources for Health from the Harvard School of Public Health. He held several key positions in government, including but not limited to the following: Undersecretary of Health from November 2022 until present, former Assistant Secretary of Health for several terms, and former Director of the Knowledge Management and Information Technology Service with concomitant functions as DOH Chief Information Officer, DOH Freedom of Information Champion and Decision Maker, and DOH COVID-19 Telemedicine Manager. He was also a past president of the Philippine Society for Microbiology and Infectious Diseases, or the PISMID, and a past president of the Philippine Foundation for Vaccination. His numerous publications dwelt on a wide variety of subjects, such as immunization, dengue, gastroenteritis, and typhoid fever. He was a frequently invited speaker on topics such as universal health care, health and wellness, pandemic, digital health, and continuous quality improvement. Among the many awards he received were the following: Secretary of Health Award for Outstanding Epidemiologist, the Rotary Golden Wheel Award for Health and Nutrition, the Peace Mid Gold Awardee for Public Service, Most Outstanding Alumnus for Public Service, as well as Most Outstanding Alumnus for Community Leadership, both from the UERM Memorial Medical Center. Our speaker is a friend of our colleague, Dr. Beth Sulidum of the Health Services. And to many who saw him on television or in conventions, he was one of a kind who promoted government health programs through dancing, for which he earned the moniker the Dancing Doctor. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our guest speaker, the Honorable Undersecretary, Dr. Enrique A. Tayag.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Rosario Manigbas, for that introduction and giving a hint that I will dance to you for all of you this afternoon. Walang palakpak, so hindi na lang. Before I give my presentation, I'd like to thank the President and Chief Academic Officer of this illustrious university, Dr. Maria Cristina Padolina. My felicitations also goes to the members of the Administrative Council, the Council of Deans, department heads, the students and faculty. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Can we have the presentation now, please? Okay. Ayan. Pinaghandaan ko to, dapat may kortina. Yeah. Salamat, Dr. Sulidum, sa invitation. I cannot refuse her. Okay. My topic for today is universal healthcare. Okay. Gusto kong lagyan ng post-pandemic, kaya lang yun na rin ang theme nyon. That's why I decided na I'll talk about universal healthcare, the promise. Imagine that you know someone named Luisa. She is on her 9th month of pregnancy, and she felt contractions beginning at a time that she was not expecting. She remembered that she was advised by their municipal health officer that her pregnancy might be categorized or classified as a moderate to high risk pregnancy. There was fear in her heart and mind. And so she was able to reach the rural health center before it closed. It was almost 5 in the afternoon, and she was surprised. Nagulat siya sapagkat andun na po ang isang ambulansya, merong driver, at nasabi po sa kanya ng midwife na siya ay ihahatid sa ospital at sa ospital ay meron na siyang kwartong nakahanda at meron na ring dugo kung sakasakaling kakailanganin niya. At hindi lang naman po iyon ang nasabi sa kanya, na pinasusundo na rin nila yung kanyang asawang magsasaka. At ibinili na rin sa mga kapitbahay yung dalawa niya pang anak. At tulad nga ng sinabi ng midwife, nangyari po lahat ng sinabi sa kanya. Wala bang palakpak dyan? Yun ho ang pangako. Oh, gumising na tayong lahat. Sabi ni Martin Luther King Jr., of all forms of inequality, injustice in healthcare is the most shocking and inhumane. Okay. Okay. Masdan nyo yung batang yan. Yung mata niya. Okay? Kung titingnan nyo siya ng matagal, ay talagang parang gusto nating yumuko sapagkat parang hindi tayo makakatingin sa kanya ng diretso. Bakit? Inaasam-asam na po ng maraming nakaupo po sa kapangyarihan sa ating bansa at maging kayo. Kung minsan nga ay parang gastado na ang mga salitang leaving no one behind. Tingnan niyo po ang nilagay ko po sa slide na ito. Over on the left is the state of Abella Hospital. Tabi-tabi po yung mga nanganganak. Katunayan, if you will recall, tuwing January 1, just after midnight, ina-announce kung sino ang first Filipino baby born for the new year. Hanggang sa ngayon po, yung balak namin na mailipat ng mga pasyente sa bagong Favela Hospital sa aming DOH compound ay hindi pa po nangyayari. 5 taon na pong ginawa yung ospital. Leaving no one behind. Okay. You will hear stories and kayo sa social media na yung kanin ay hindi sapat. Asin kaya o kamatis na ang mahal ng kilo? Ano ang nangyayari? Pero tuloy pa rin po tayo sa pangakong leaving no one behind. Meron po tayong matatawag na mga roadblocks, balakid. Katulad na kanina, nang papunta po ang inyong lingkod dito sa Centro Escolar University. Maraming taon na po kasi nakakalipas that I was able to visit this university. Diyan sa may Aguila Street, one way. Kasi may ginagawang daan. So, katulad sa kalusugan ng ating bansa, may roadblocks. I've listed here, for example, the public sector has weak leverage to manage health costs. Mahal ho magkasakit. Noong isang araw nga, nasa butika ako, Nakita ko yung reseta sa isang senior, 30 yung pinabibili ng doktor. Binili niya 2 piraso lang. Babalik na lang daw siya. Other roadblocks, primary care services remain inadequate. The PhilHealth support value is limited. One time, a medical center chief revealed to me that they had a patient that they were successful in operating spinal injury on. But it cost the hospital 1 million pesos. Anong PhilHealth support value? 65,000 pesos. Pero the patient left the hospital without a single centavo na binayaran. That is the promise of universal health care. Nakalagay sa script ko, papalakpak kayo. So, performance results are inadequately available. Ngayon po, kapapasa lang sa Kongreso yung DLH budget. Kasama attached agencies, it's over 300 billion pesos. But ang accountability namin doon ay malawak. Did we use government's money well so that we are able to provide results? Sa tuwi-tuwi ang napupuna po sa amin sa kagawaran ng kalusugan, nag-expire mga gamot ninyo. Okay. Anyari. Okay. But health is more than just beyond expiring medicines. Sa open forum mamaya, kung may magtatanong sa inyo sa expiring medicine, 7.4 billion pesos yun, sasagutin ko po. Kung may magtatanong. Sige nga, sabay-sabay nating bigkasin. What is universal healthcare? 1, 2, 3. Ang sagot? Nandun na ba tayo? Sino yun? Paliliwanag ko po. Di ba, define natin universal healthcare, kayo mismo bumigkas. May 3 dimension. Access, quality, tsaka cost. Nakikita niyo yung 3 nandyan? Developing, emerging, develop. So saan tayo? Who says emerging? So ang gusto niyo, developing or developed? Pag tayo po ay developing, ang priority natin makatipid. Pag emerging, ang priority natin, bukod sa makatipid, lahat nabibigyan ng serbisyo. Pag develop, quality na ang pinag-uusapan. It's not the cost. Universal healthcare is not free health services. Ulitin nga natin. Nalungkot ba kayo? Yun ang maling pag-unawa ng marami sa atin na pag universal healthcare, wala nang babayaran. Sino nagsabi niyan? Pag libre ka at isa kang mahirap, tinustusan ka ng gobyerno. We got it from example sa syntax. Nothing is free. Wala kang binayaran pero may nagbayad noon para sa inyo. Okay. So universal healthcare is not free healthcare. Paano yung sweldo ng doktor, ng nurse? Paano yung tubig, yung ilaw? Paano yung pag-aaral nila? Hindi po libre. Okay? But there are three components ng universal healthcare. Population coverage, service coverage, financial coverage. Ang universal healthcare lang dito ay yung population coverage. All Filipinos. Ako, ikaw, at iba pang Juan at Juana. Service coverage, lahat ba ng health services maibibigay na? Hindi pa. Okay. Financial coverage. Lahat ba kayo makakaasa pag na-ospital at any given time? Wala kayong out of pocket? Yung bubunot sa sariling bulsa? Magsasanla? Magpreprenda? Makikiusap? Mangungutang? Umpisahan po natin sa service delivery. Sa universal healthcare, ang gusto po natin ay yung serbisyo maibibigay po mula doon sa barangay o kaya hanggang sa makarating ka sa may pinakamataas na antas ng serbisyo. We have changed the mindset. Hindi na po ospital, kundi network po. From the barangay health station hanggang sa district hospital, provincial hospital na isang probinsya, mga retained hospital ng Department of Health, and the specialty centers dito sa Quezon City. So magfo-form po sila ng network. Bakit po? We cannot imagine that every hospital will have a CT scan or an MRI. We cannot imagine that every hospital will have their own nephrologist. Sa isang network, they're able to provide the demands from the public and providing the services that the network is able to provide. So, walang redundancy. For the information of everyone, a primary care facility should be accessed within 30 minutes. Longer than that, kawawa ang isang Pilipino kababayan natin. Sa hospitals, access should be within 1 hour. Or sa specialty care, 2 hours. Nang ginagawa po namin yung standards na yan, hindi namin naisip ang mga balakid tulad ng traffic, climate change, kahirapan, o kaya walang pasilidad. Ang sinabi lang namin, para komportable pasyente, dapat sa mga oras na ito ay mabigyan siya kaagad ng serbisyo. Doon sa specialty hospital, nagbigay kami ng taning ng 2 oras. Bakit? Ang pinakamalala po, halimbawa, na pwede pang masalba ang buhay ay ang nagkaka-stroke, the second leading cause of death sa ating bansa. Alam nyo ba, from the time na nalaman yung nag-uumpisa na stroke ng magulang nyo o ng mga lolo nyo o kasing edad nyo, you just have 2 hours. If you are not able to go to a specialty hospital, you may suffer from permanent paralysis or you may die. Yung golden time po doon or hour is 2 hours na masisitiskan ka at mabibigyan ka ng gamot so that the stroke will not progress. Hindi kami naglagay po dyan ng oras dahil inurasan namin yung traffic. Ito ang sapat na panahon so that you will have bigger chances of survival. Maliban dun sa mga core facilities, syempre sa bandang kaliwa, ay yung mga primary care facilities natin. Sa slide na to, meron tayong specialty care, general care. Iba-iba pa yan. It was impossible for us to have many lung centers, many heart centers, and many kidney centers, name it. Kapapasalan na isang batas ang specialty center na naglalayon na bawat third level hospital sa mamahala ng Department of Health may 1 hanggang 3 sub-specialty. Yan ay sa buong bansa. So, pag pumunta po kayo sa DOH Retained Hospital, at meron silang cancer center doon, at may cancer kayo, tumpak ang napuntahan yung ospital. But how do you know this? Okay, technical, next slide please. Ayaw sumunod sa akin. Technical, next slide. Ayaw eh. Ayaw na. The slides won't move. Wala. Parang nag-stock up siya. Yung nanonood ho, live stream, talaga pong live. Live po tayo. Ayan, nire-reboot. Siya nga pala, happy birthday sa Centro Escolar University. Ayan. 116th year po kayo. Yung isa sa founder niyo po, si Librada, Avelino po, ay 150 years old na. Okay. Okay na po. Yung susunod na slide po ron, sa universal healthcare, may dalawa pong namamahala. Yung Department of Health ay para sa public health. Yung PhilHealth ay para sa individual care. Kung nagkasakit kayo, PhilHealth. Kung bakuna ng mga bata, Department of Health. Malinaw ba yon? Sige, susubukan ko kayo. Okay. Nagkaroon kayo ng third degree burn. PhilHealth o DOH? Kala ko, bumbero sasabihin nyo. Ito, individual-based services. Para maintindihan nyo yung public health at individual care, may dalawang doktor naglalakad sa may pampang. Kwentuhan sila. And then, nakarinig sila ng sigaw doon sa may tubig. Saklolo, help, help us. Tinulungan naman ng dalawang doktor. Ang dami silang naiihahon sa tubig. Bigla, yung isang doktor, iniwan yung kasama niya. So bago siya makaalis, tinanong siya nung naiwan, tulungan mo ko dito, baka maraming malunod. Pupunta ako sa gawiron. Aalamin ko kung bakit. Public health. Yung sumasagip, individual care. May sakit na tayo. Malinaw? O, sabi rito, palakpak kayo. So, pag nagbakuna, hindi nyo kaagad nakikita yung resulta. Pero pag pumunta kayo sa doktor, masakit yung tiyan nyo, ininjeksyonan kayo, salamat po, Dok. Nawala yung sakit ng tiyan. Pero kayo, pag binakunahan, wala. Wala naman kayong makita kagad. Pero hindi nyo alam, may protection na kayo laban sa mga sakit. So ito yung population-based services ng Department of Health. Every time na gusto nyong malaman ano nangyayari sa ating bansa, public health. Halimbawa, alam nyo ba, sa mundo, ranked number 1 ang ating bansa sa incidence ng tuberculosis. 650 per 100,000. Sa bawat 100,000 Pilipino, 650 ang meron TB. Pero sa 2030, nagkaisa ang buong mundo na ma-eliminate na ang TB. So ano ibig sabihin eliminate ang TB? Dapat less than 10 per 100,000. Kita nyo? Nasaan tayo? 650. Anong target natin? Less than? Kaya ba natin ng less than 10? Mahina ang loob nyo. Oo, nasa Centro Escolar University ako. Dapat, kaya natin yan. O dito, nakalagay, palakpak daw kayo ulit. Para maintindihan niyo po yung tuberculosis, Para hong bahay na nasusunog yan. So yung bahay, yun ang ating lungs. Yung apoy, yun ang tuberculosis. Bakterya. Anong kailangan sa natutupok na bahay? Tubig. Pag hindi sapat at walang tubig kaagad, lilipat sa kapitbahay ang sunog. Sa TV, di mo alam may TV ka, mahahawa yung kasama mo sa bahay. Asawa, kapatid, anak. Ngayon, kumpleto yung tubig. Kumpleto yung gamot. Ang gamutan sa TV ngayon, nung araw, 2 taon, ngayon, 6 na buwan. May i-introduce pa kami, 4 na buwan na lang. Okay. So, nabuhusan mo ng tubig yung nasusunog na bahay. Kumpleto yung gamot mo. Pero, pansinin nyo, ano nang itsura ng bahay na nasusunog, na binuhusan ng tubig? Hindi na siya buo. Hindi lang tubig kailangan. Kailangan ikumpuni mo ulit yung bahay. Sa TV, kailangan mong sapat ang nutrisyon. Sapat ang pahinga. Isipin mo, kung ang padre de pamilya tinamaan ng TB, siya ang nagtatrabaho, paano siyang gagaling kaagad? Kahit na isang balde ang ibigay naming gamot. Pinaliliwanag ko po sa inyo, hindi po simple po ang ating pakikipaglaban para maganda ang ating kalusugan. Ang buong lipunan po ay may pakialam po dapat. Sa ngayon po, may sapat kaming pondo pero nag-uunahan. Pwede bang kami magkaroon ng bagong ospital? Pwede ba kami magkaroon ng super health center? Pwede bang ma-renovate, ma-repair yung aming ospital? Paano namin pipiliin yun? Sinong pagbibigyan? Yung pakiusap ba ng mga politiko? Yung pakiusap ba ng mga mayor, governor? Please remember, health in the Philippines is devolved. Ang merong responsibilidad po ay governor at mayor. But pag may nangyari doon, ang sisi sa Department of Health. Naintindihan naman namin yun kasi health. Meron din kaming mahalagang papel. Kaya dito makikita nyo, classify namin. May high capacity ba o high gap? Siyempre, ang titingnan namin ay yung may low capacity at high gap. Sila yung ayaw nating maiwan sila eh. Lahat kayo may cellphone. Gusto niyo ng mga gadgets, di ba? Magandang case, yung may panghawak dito. May power bank. Minsan pumunta ako sa Green Hills. Naghanap ako ng magandang case. Sabi sa akin, wala raw sila nung hinahanap ko. Tinignan ko yung bilihan doon. Nako, baka maubos yung maghapon ko, hindi ko pa rin nakikita yung hinahanap kong case. Nagulat ako, pinaupo ako ng tindera. Iniwan niya yung tindera. Ginawa ng paraan. Ganun po ang universal healthcare. Hindi pwedeng sabihin, walang doktor. walang gamot, walang ambulansya. Dapat lahat ba kayo na-match na sa primary care physician? Hindi nyo alam? Dapat nagpalista na kayo. Bawat sa inyo may naka-assign ng doktor. Ha? Sa health center nyo. Kung sarili kayong doktor, siya yung ililista nyo po. Service delivery governance, pamamahala. Gaya nga po ng sinabi ko sa inyo, sa lalawigan po ang aksyon ng universal healthcare. Kailangan maging ganito po ang lahat ng lalawigan. Merong datos na gagamitin para makapagdesisyon. Hindi po pwede hula-hula. At tinaalam kung yung target natin ay ating masusundan at magaganap. Sa makabagong panahon, kailangan bibigyan natin ng halaga ang technology and innovation. Tanong ko sa CEU, malakas ba kayo sa technology and innovation? Palakpak naman dyan. Madam President, mukhang magre-recruit ako dito. Sa mga susunod pong buwan, mangyayari po ito na kung saan malalaman nyo ang presyo sa gamot, presyo sa serbisyo, at kung ano mga dapat gawin ng isang doktor pag kayo po ay nagkaroon ng sakit. Sinasabi ko po yan sapagkat nung araw, hinintay ko po lumabas yung pasyente sa klinik ng doktor. Tinanong ko siya, ano po ang sakit po ninyo? Hindi niya masabi. Paano niyo nalaman na may sakit kayo? Meron ho akong reseta. Pinakita sa akin yung reseta. Anong gamot na nandyan? Hindi ko po mabasa. Cannot read what's written. Alam nyo, natatawa kayo, but it can happen to you. Pumunta kayo sa doktor, umuwi kayo, hindi nyo alam kung anong sakit nyo. Para saan yung gamot. Nahihiya tayong So mula ngayon, hindi tayo mahihiyang sa isang mahirap po, siya ay indirect contributor. Lahat na may trabaho, negosyo, ay direct contributor sa PhilHealth. Magkakaroon po ng special health sa ang pondo na panggagalingan ng nito. Gawing kanan. Sa gawing kaliwa, saan mapupunta ang pondo? Does the government have the money? Salamat sa tubig. Live po tayo kasi. Ayan po. Malaking pera po gugugulin sa universal healthcare. Hindi siya simple. Pero gaya nga ng sinabi ko kanina, hindi siya free healthcare. So anong ngayon ang contribution ng bawat isa sa atin para hindi masyadong malaki ang gugugulin sa healthcare? Walang sagot? Manatiling malusog at huwag magkasakit. Tama? Maasahan ba yan sa Centro Escolar University? Hindi kayo magkakasakit. Ma'am, monitor natin absences. Okay. Please say after me, progressive realization. So universal healthcare, samantalang yung batas was enacted in 2019, okay, it will take some time. At yung batas ay may bias sa 5 P. Unang P, the bias is for the kahit na sinabi sang universal, ang bias ay para sa poor. Pangalawang P, so hindi siya nationwide, probinsya. Buong probinsya, hindi hiwalay munisipyo sa probinsya. Pangatlong P, may private tayo. Ang bias sa public. Pang-apat na P, prevention. Okay? Hindi treatment. Panghuling P, hindi lahat ng serbisyo, mamimili lang tayo ng priority. It will take some time. Kailangan maganap po itong tatlong integration. Technical, managerial, financial. Mula 2019 hanggang 2025, itong dapat mangyari. Ito po ang aming calendar. Bawat lalawigan ay i-monitor namin sa kanilang progress. Hanggang sila ay maging centers of excellence. And this year, our Secretary of Health has embarked the 8-point action agenda. And please invite me so that ang topic ko ay the 8-point action agenda. With me in unison. Please. Maraming salamat po. Dahil health and wellness po ito. Ayan. Hayaan niyo pong magbigay ako ng isang sayaw. Handog ko po. Para po sa inyo. Ang mga mag-aaral o faculty na gusto akong samahan sa stage, ay iniimbita ko na po. Wala kahit isa? Naku, pag walang umakyat, si Doktora Sulid nung paakyatin ko. Wala na ba yung yung cultural dancers nyo? Ang galing kasi nila kanina. O, ganito na lang po. Tatayo po kayo ngayon. Tayo po kayo ngayon at susundan nyo po ako. Mirror image po gagawin. Pag pumunta ako sa kanan, saan kayo pupunta? Pag tinaas ko yung kaliwa, ano itataas nyo? Okay. May makakasama ako sa stage? Para maingganyo kayo, ang tugtog pong napili ko ay Cupid ng 50-50. Ba't may sumisigaw na doon? Okay na to, okay na. Tatlo kami. Maestro, music please.
I hope that's romantic for my life. Surrounded by couples all the time. I guess I should take it as a sign. I'm feeling lonely. Oh, I wish I find a lover that could help me. Now I'm crying in my room, so skeptical, but still I wanted more, more, more. I give a second chance to Cupid, but now I'm left here feeling stupid. Oh, the way he makes me feel that love isn't real. Cupid is so dumb. I look for his arrows every day. I guess he got lost or flew away. Waiting around is a waste. He's counting the days since November. His loving is good as they say. Now I'm so lonely. Oh, I wish I find a lover that could help me. Now I'm crying in my room, so skeptical, but still I wanted more, more, more. I gave a second chance to Cupid, but now I'm left here feeling stupid. Oh, the way he makes me feel that love isn't real. Cupid is so dumb. Hopeless guy seeking someone who will share his feeling. I'm a fool for love, a fool for love. I give a second chance to Cupid, but now I'm left here feeling stupid. Oh, the way he makes me feel that love isn't real. Cupid is so dumb. I give a second chance to
Nag-enjoy ba kayo? Okay, let's have another warm round of applause, please, for our convocation speaker, the dancing doctor, Dr. Enrique A. Tayag, Undersecretary of the Department of Health. So thank you very much, sir, for that insightful and thought-provoking presentation earlier. At this point, we are now ready to entertain questions from the community. Again, we are joined this afternoon by the Manila campus and online with the Makati and Malolos campuses. So, but before I give the floor to these campuses as the moderator, sir, I'd like to take the privilege of throwing in the first question. No, this is with regards to kanina nabanggit din po ni President, no? With regards to the vaccines. No, lalo nitong nag-pandemic, talagang mainit ang naging usapin about vaccination. Particularly vaccine confidence. No, kasi kahit ako personally, no, naging uh, problema or concern ko siya, no, when it comes to persuading family members, friends of availing, no, the vaccines that we have right now, no, kasi there are also reports, I think, even before the pandemic, that vaccine confidence is dwindling among Filipinos. No, so sir, ano po sa tingin niyo, what measures can be done, no, to regain itong vaccine confidence na magtiwalang muli ang mga Pilipino, no, sa effectiveness itong mga bakuna sa paglaban natin sa mga sakit.
Okay, thank you so much. And good afternoon, everyone, once again, to everyone here and those sa virtual university po natin. I just remembered, I got a text the other day, a request for a COVID-19 vaccine so that they can have their booster shots. They were desperate. And I told them, wala nang supply. Ubus na. So if you're just making a decision at hesitant kayo before, we cannot give you any more vaccines. Wala na po. Too late. Yung vaccine hesitancy, gumawa kami ng survey because we want proof. Ano ba itong vaccine hesitancy? One, there's fear because of the infodemic, mga fake or false news. Second, they're not hearing about any more additional cases, so why should I even bother to get that vaccine? Third, it's a fact that these COVID-19 vaccines will not prevent transmission. It will only prevent serious illness or hospitalization. So what we did was constant reminders, faith that the public will understand as we continue to educate. We did not say the vaccine was truly safe. We also did not say that everyone should have it. In fact, may informed consent. You can refuse on your own. We understand that many opted to start the vaccination, but did not complete the boosters. The others did not get any. You know why? We are one of few countries that offered so many kinds of vaccines. Sa Amerika, Moderna lang at Pfizer. Remember dito, meron tayo ng Sinovac, then meron tayong AstraZeneca. We had at least 7. Nung dumating yung Moderna, Pfizer, everybody wants it. Okay? So ayaw na nila yung yung iba. That's also partly to explain yung hesitancy. Not because ayaw nila ng vaccine, they don't want what is being offered.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Tayag. I think now we are ready to entertain questions from the floor, if there's any. Do we have anyone from CEU Manila, from the members of the audience, who would like to throw in their question? If you have one, please do approach the microphone here at the center. Okay. Yes, please. Please come forward. Yes.
Good afternoon po. Good afternoon everyone. Good afternoon po Doc Tayag. Um, Illnesses and diseases po are still very rampant these days po. What can you add to the general health protocols released by the government, specifically by the Department of Health, na adopted po ng Department of Education and ng CHED po, for the safety of students that you think are still not practiced today?
Okay. Uh, I'm so happy that many of you still opted to wear masks. Sa ibang kultura ngayon, they don't wear masks anymore. You want to know why? Kasi if you're wearing a mask, you must be probably be sick. May sakit ka. So, pag may sakit ka, ba't nasa labas ka ng bahay? Nakuha niyo yung mindset? It's not about just protecting others from getting sick, but protecting yourself. Ang mindset natin, we want to protect ourselves. Mindset ng iba, you are sick, kaya ka merong mask. That's why I don't want you around. Ganyan. Okay? But this should be based on science. Number one, wearing a mask is not a guarantee. Okay? Kasi, ngayon nakamask ka, mamaya pag kumain kayo, wala kayong mask. Wala naman ang gagawin. Tama? Pangalawa, ilang beses ba kayo nagpapalit ng mask? Kung surgical mask yan, every 8 hours. Ang standard. You cannot wear that every day, the same mask. Pangatlo, tama ba pagsuot niyo yung mask? Iba kasi labas yung butas ng ilong. Lumalabas din sa ilong yung mikrobyo. It should be a tight-fitting mask. Pang-apat, are you vulnerable? Senior, pregnant, may comorbid, okay. Kung healthy ka, so you make a decision. Sasakay ako ng jeep, LRT, magmamask pa ako. Okay. These are based on science. That's why we work with the Department of Education to provide the current evidence. And we made mistakes here. Early in the pandemic, everyone thought na respiratory droplet until there was evidence airborne. And masks should not be isolated. Hugas ng kamay, social distancing, all the others, vaccination. If you're wearing your mask, hindi ka naghuhugas ng kamay, etc., you're diminishing your protection. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much po, Doc.
Okay, thank you very much. That was from CEU Manila. And I think we have another question coming from our online participants. So this one is coming from Dr. Olivia Limwaco of CEU Makati. The poor needs free medications. what happened, why we had a lot of unused drugs that expired.
Okay. Thank you for asking that. It was in the newspaper reports that 7.4 million ang nag-expire. What is not a fact is that 7.4 billion pesos, not million, due to expired, not distributed, not still used. So may et cetera po yun. 75% nung na-report po ay dahilan sa kailangan pa pong magamit, slow moving. 20% ongoing pa yung distribution. So hindi po siya lahat expired. Okay? So kailangan sa pagbabalita po napapaliwanag ng mainam po yun. Kaya before you press doon sa social media, alamin niyo muna po yung facts. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay, I think we also have another one coming from CEU Malolos. So this is the question, sir. How can higher education institutions serve the particular health and wellness requirements of various student populations such as international students, LGBTQ plus people, and students with disabilities?
Okay. Be a healthy school setting. Central Escolar University can be the paragon for this. Palakpak naman dyan. You can start it. Others will follow. Okay? You can, may canteen po kayo rito. May soda, soft drinks. So ang french fries nyo, vegetable, carrots, pipino, singkamas. Okay. You can start with nutrition. You can start with mobility. Okay? You can start a campaign. As I see now, ang ganda po ng hulog ng mga katawan ng mga mag-aaral sa Centro Escolar University. Ay, may nakatayo. Very good. Yes.
Okay, I think we have another question coming from the audience.
Good afternoon. I am Tyron Luzon from the Political Science Program. And with the question surrounding universal healthcare, yearly we are experiencing deductions of healthcare workers, especially from fresh graduates from various universities. Then instead of working for the country, they are fleeing the country to get more higher salaries from other countries. So since we are losing health workers, what will be the resolution from the Department of Health?
Is that good or bad?
From the eyes of the public, it would be yes, because especially for those who are in farther provinces that would have no one to none social workers or health workers in general.
Okay. It's not a simple equation. Isipin mo ng ibang bansa, may dahilan siya ron to further their career or magpadala ng pera dito para sa pamilya nila. Balancing act yun. So tayong naiwan, mabibigyan tayo ng isang anticipated crisis pag hindi natin na-address. Isa sa ginagawa ng gobyerno ngayon ay to produce more. Produce more. Katulad sa Centro Escolar University, let's produce more graduates. Ang isang pwede natin gawin ngayon, iko-kontrata na namin Okay? So, may isang grupo, talagang balak nila mag-abroad. Okay? So, gagawin namin predictable. Ibig sabihin, pag kinuha namin, alam na namin in 5 years, aalis. So, dapat may ipapalit kami. Okay? So, sinimplihan namin yung equation. Para sa amin, hindi masama, karapatan nila yon, pero may pangangailangan tayo, maghanap tayo ng solusyon. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for that. Again, we have another question coming in po, Doc, from CEU Makati. What lessons from the pandemic do you believe will have a lasting impact on how universities approach health and wellness in the future?
Okay. This is rather controversial. Buti na lang, nabuksan muli ang eskwelahan. While the pandemic was going on, there were clear signs or evidence that if you don't resume classes soon, we have a lost generation of leaders, professionals, economic managers, and the country will fail. So kanina kausap ko yun yung presidente, before the pandemic, Centro Escolar University was already prepared unexpectedly. So thank you po sa CEU.
Thank you very much, sir, for that. I think we can entertain one more question from the audience.
Good afternoon. My name is Bea from CEU Honor Society. So my question is, health isn't only physical health, but also mental health and wellness. So how can the DOH and the government strengthen the means of accessibility for mental health related cases? Because despite the universal health care and the signed 2018 RA 11036, doctors, psychiatrists, and hospitals turned down some patients, and me, for example, because they mentioned I was a difficult case to handle. So, what measures can the universal healthcare do to strengthen services not only for physical health but also mental health?
Okay. Number one, there is no health without mental health. Number two, we should begin by acknowledging that we have mental health issues and problems. Number three, we are aware that many youth or even adolescents have intentional thoughts of ending their misery. And this is underreported. You only learn this from friends, from families. There's a stigma, there's discrimination. So, if any one of you has these signs or symptoms, you wake up early or you wake up late. You don't eat or you eat too much. Nagkukulong ka lang sa kwarto. Wala kang gustong makausap. You feel lonely. You feel it's the end of the world for you. Wake up. You need a professional. If you know someone, meron kaming helpline. Naka-standby yung aming mga counselors to help you. Okay? Yung katabi nyo, pag tinignan nyo, masaya, may pinagdadaanan sila. O tingnan nyo katabi nyo. Okay. Pinagdadaanan nila yung CM Rector. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Again, thank you very much.
Thank you so
CEU Manila.
much.
Thank you. See you, Manila, Makati, and Malolos. And I think we have already raised and answered all the important questions this afternoon. Once again, a warm round of applause, please, for our convocation speaker, Dr. Enrique A. Tayag. As we continue with our program this afternoon, let us all be mesmerized with a musical number to be rendered by one of CEU's finest talents. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome with a warm round of applause the CEU Singers Manila.
I have often dreamed of a far off place where a great warm welcome will be waiting for me, where the crowds will cheer when they see my face, and the voice keeps saying, "This is where I'm meant to be." I will find my way. I can go the distance. I'll be there someday. If I can be strong, I know every mile will be worth my while. I would go most anywhere to find crowds will cheer when they see my face, and the voice keeps saying, "This is where I'm meant to be." I will find my way. I can go the distance. I'll be there someday. If I can be strong, I know every mile will be worth my while. I would go most anywhere to find where I belong. I can go the distance. I'll be there someday. fight where I belong, to fight where I belong. Sana'y wala nang wakas. Kung pag-ibig ay wagas, paglalambing sa iyong piling ay di kaya kong walang kung di malibot ng tadhana, bigyang bulong ang ating ligaya. Ang aking pagkat walang katapusan, itong kahit kailang tinig ay kaya kong tapakan, kung iyan ang paraan, ang landas ko'y masundan. Kahit ilang ulit ako'y masaktan, hindi kita maaaring iwanan. Kahit ilang laban ang dapat tawid, ipalangin mo yan ang aking gagawin. Sana'y wala saksi mong daigdig, saksi mong daigdig.
Thank you very much, CEU Singers Manila. And now may I invite everyone to please rise and sing with great pride and fervor the Centro Escolar University hymn.
Mabuhay ka, mahal naming pamantasan. Mabuhay sa dakilang Centro Escolar. Ika'y dambana ng pag-ibig sa bayan at hanggang kasadyang magpapay. Iwan iyong mga ibig, magmula sa puso't ibig. Sabay-sabay nagsisigawan, mabuhay ka dakilang Centro Escolar. Mabuhay ka, mahal naming pamantasan. Mabuhay sa dakilang Centro Escolar. Ika'y kampana ng pag-ibig sa bayan. Matagang sadyang magagmay. Centro Escolar, Centro Escolar.
Thank you very much once again, CEU Manila, Makati, and Malolos for joining us in this year's University Convocation. But before we leave the auditorium, may we request all our participants to please accomplish the evaluation using the QR code that we will be flashing on screen. And once again, thank you to every one of you, of our guests gathered here at the Librada Avelino Auditorium. This is Dr. Ramil El Cuerdo for the University Convocation 2023. Mabuhay ang Escolarino, mabuhay ang Centro Escolar.